Welcome, my brilliant leaders. Success becomes inevitable when you lead a woman's way. Here's the thing, one of the key components, the key qualities about leading a woman's way is that it's inclusive of our people, it's inclusive of our lives, and we get to align our lives to our desired feeling sense, which means that our life around our leadership gets to become aligned and integrated as well. One of the core beliefs of leading a woman's way is that you get to love your work again, but also you get to love your life again. Your life and your work. These are not separate things. So I am beginning a video series that is life around leadership. Now, some of this is because I wanted to integrate and to weave in some of my hobbies, some of the I'm handy. I can do things around the home, around my vehicle. I'm resourceful. I lived really rurally. I grew up very rurally. My dad worked second shift. So a lot of times during the day, I was the one that was awake and I was the one that was home. I was an eldest daughter. Also, if I wanted to spend time with my dad, a lot of times it was doing stuff around the house. My dad was the one that fixed this or fixed that or had a friend over and they worked together and they did this. And if I wanted to spend time with them, then I would tag along and hold the proverbial flashlight. And sometimes it was the actual flashlight. What we are doing in one place is often what's showing up in another. So, where we're settling in one place, where we're not listening to ourselves, where we're not believing in ourselves, where we're not upholding our boundaries and our standards are saying yes, boundaries are saying no. Mhm. Where we're not encouraging and unifying all the parts of ourselves towards a common goal, where we're not coming to ourselves from a place of love, cherishing, and respecting all of ourselves in one place in our life, we're probably doing it in another. So the skills that we learn, the compassion that we have for ourselves, the embracing all of who we are, the uncaging that energy that's there to support us, where we are seeing systems and structures as confinement or oppression instead of support in one area of our life, we are doing that in other ones too. So, a part of this series will be bringing those other parts of our life to our leadership and bringing those lessons into leadership and bringing what we're learning in leadership into those other parts of our life, those core identities, core stories, core conditionings, core understandings are going to show up in multiple parts of our life. And so, what we're learning in one place, what we're doing in one place, the awarenesses that we bring in one place are going to show up in multiple. This is why working on core beliefs first brings such profound transformation in so many aspects of our life. If we come to our activities believing that struggle, hard work, and overcoming are to be valued, we are going to create struggle, hard work, and overcoming in our health, in our businesses, in our relationships, in our financial flow. It's going to show up. But if you decide that you allow, that you value ease and flow and allowing things to be comfortable, and you decide to value that and to let that come to you, then paying attention in your life where you're not requiring that or where you're allowing it to not be that. Are you allowing your health journey to require depletion? It can be hard work, but it's not with pushing and with have to and with I'm not good enough if I don't. We're going to be talking about moving because often there's moving for our jobs, for our trainings, getting away from home. There's travel as we're speaking, as we're training, as we're expanding our purpose and our message. Home maintenance. Before I understood that it could be easy for me, that I could have the resources I desired, before I allowed myself to have a life of comfort, before I valued me enough to allow help, I learned how to do a lot of things around the house. And until you get those deep in your core and in your soul and in your heart, then these are things that might be helpful for you. We're going to be talking about hobbies and having personal interests. You get to have those in your life. You get to find this balance, whatever works for you, between work and personal interests and philanthropic interests and regional interests and professional interests. And however you want to weave that and integrate that and spin that. So we get to make time and create space for things that we love and for our hobbies. Now, my husband and I are very into plants. We each have a tarantula. We have a number of reptiles. We have a pair of Malinois that one of them is a working one that he does competitions with. I love refinishing furniture from the times that I didn't believe that I could purchase the furniture that I desired, that I could find it, that I could resource it, that resources, that desires that I had came my way with ease. I would get what was kind of close. And then I loved using my creativity. And still sometimes I do this because I enjoy it, refinishing different pieces of furniture that I love. So we'll be talking about our hobbies. We'll be talking about health journeys and taking care of our health alongside our leadership. We're going to be talking about money. You guys, especially those of you in the central US, the stories and the conditionings and the socialization, the understandings and the agreements that you have around money, golly, we have a huge opportunity here. Okay. Lots to talk about. And relationships. And relationships. We're going to be talking about those things. We're going to be talking about what you're seeing that's not true. We're going to be doing some trainings and some teachings. I'm going to be sharing some of my experiences and learnings with you. You'll get to have a life and work that you love. Get to have a life and work that you love. Now, the result of leading a woman's way, where success becomes inevitable, or it gets to be fun. You get to take it so seriously and learn so much and bring so much clarity and so much confidence and so much being proactive and inclusive and quirky authenticness that you get to have fun in your life, in your work. There were times that I realized that I forgot how to laugh, and I would practice laughing. It's not a way to experience this life. You get to have fun. It gets to be fulfilling. It gets to fill your soul. So what's fun for you? What's fulfilling mean to you? What does it feel like? What could it look like? It gets to be authentic. You get to bring all of those parts of you forward, the ones that you think you're supposed to be and the ones that you think you're not supposed to be too. all of those different facets of you. You get to choose at which moment, which facet of you you want to bring energy to. You get to be cherished, loved, and respected for all of who you are. And that starts with you. And that's a result of you doing this work is you get to show up fully you, fully you, harmonious. You'll get to find your balance of life and work and friends and family and philanthropic interests and personal interests. You'll get to find what is harmonious for you. You get to serve from your overflow, not depletion. You get to do what you love, taking inspired action and working towards your goals without it being pushing and finding that balance, finding that tipping point for you. It gets to be harmonious and leading a woman's way where you get to love your life and your work again gets to be prosperous and profitable. And I have seen this time and time and time again. Success becomes inevitable. So, these next coming weeks, this next video series is going to be talking about, yes, leadership and our lives around leadership. I'll see you soon.